Okay, so for the grilled chicken and quinoa salad night, I'm gonna give you a couple different prep tips and healthy hacks. First with the chicken. So I love making a marinade out of Italian seasoning and coconut aminos. Okay, so coconut aminos are just kind of like a healthy sub for soy sauce. So they're soy-free, gluten-free, and a whole lot less sodium. So they're my go-to. I get them at Sprouts. You can also get them on Amazon and some other online grocery stuff. So check them out if you haven't. Totally a good way to go. And then with the Italian dressing, and really any dressings that aren't homemade, Bolthouse Farms is a super awesome option, okay? So before I had Red, I made most of our salad dressings homemade, and this has just been something I've been able to like do a little bit easier. It's to go with Bolthouse Farms. So there are oil-based ones that are out of olive oil, and their creamy ones are out of yogurt. They're great taste. I love the ranch. And so, yes, Target carries this brand. My Target doesn't carry the Italian. I've had to get it at Sprouts, but it's definitely worth it. It doesn't have any of the extra added junk. It doesn't have any MSG or anything like that. So totally a win on dressings for this recipe and all dressings. And then for the quinoa salad, we use the low sodium black beans because, you know, we all need salt, but we don't need the sodium. So we need the Himalayan sea salt. We need that in our diet, but we need tons of sodium. And a lot of us get way too much from the packaged food and stuff we eat. So beans are a great place to cut it out. I also cook the quinoa ahead of time. So just a different night that I either have my stove on, or if I have a rice cooker, so I usually do it in the rice cooker. I'll do it ahead of time just so that that night is easier. And you have to let it cool before you make it into a salad. So a lot of times like that day I'll forget. So just a different night, or if you do a big major meal prep, that's a great time. And then for the peppers, so you can use any color of bell peppers. I usually do 1 red and 2 green, just to give a little different flavor with the red and some color. But you can also use like a red, orange, and yellow, but the green are the cheapest. And so to keep kind of healthy eating on a budget, I sub in green bell peppers pretty much all the time. Another kind of budget saving tip is to use chicken thighs. And I know a lot of people like go with chicken breast and they're like, you know, it's less fat and all that, it's a white meat. But with chicken thighs, you can just cut off kind of the extra fat that's kind of on there. And then if you're grilling and things, the fat falls down into your grill anyways, and it stays a lot less, or it gets a lot less dry, stays a lot more moist, okay? So that's one big thing that I hear with like prepping and planning ahead, is that your chicken will dry out. If you use chicken thighs, that doesn't happen nearly as much, and it's just moist and delicious and cheaper. So check out chicken thighs, check out Bolthouse Farms, and I can't wait to hear what you think of this recipe.